Welcome, children, to a review of The Clone Wars. Not the movie, which is weird because I have the movie's art. Who cares? But the show. And I'm not just rating the final season, I'm doing the show as a whole. The final season, I think, was great. I might do a separate video for that. I might, if this video isn't long enough, I might add it to the end. But, yes. So, let's talk about Clone Wars, why don't we? So, I think it's a very fun show. If you're a Star Wars fan, you'll love it. Even if you're not, you're probably gonna like it. You might not get everything. Some might fly over your head if you're not a fan of Star Wars. But it's a really good show, and I feel like it does a good job of going with like Star Wars fans that know everything and new people. And it's just a very fun show. It pays attention to details. It has characters that, like in the main movies or even some comics, the clones, like, they aren't really that important. Some are like the commanders, but people like Waxer and Boyle, you'll know them if you watch the show. Like, you have no idea who they are, but in Clone Wars you know who they are. They keep coming back, because they're in Obi-Wan's crew, and it's things like that, that I really love about the show. Just those little details, they get them all right, and they have some great arcs. They have great stories to tell, and honestly, this show's great. I'm not really a reviewer or anything, but I guess I'm gonna start becoming a reviewer. So I should probably give this like a rating out of 10. Sorry about the tapping. Okay, now what should I rate this out of 10? It's a great. Pays attention to details, and I love Star Wars, so I might be a little biased because I love Star Wars. You know what? I'll think. Let me talk to you a little about Ahsoka. Ahsoka is one of the new characters, like a new character for this show, and she's Anakin's Padawan. And at the start, you might not really like her, but she really grows on you. And by the final season, it's just amazing. I'll talk about the final season at the end of this video. Actually, that's how you know I don't have a script. Just like me drinking water right now. Everything needs to be natural. Everything needs to be natural on YouTube, and yeah. So, and they also have new villains like Ventress, who has a very interesting end to her story, and also like there's just a lot of good characters, and I think I've come up with my rating. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I think it deserves it. So, then the final season. The final season has like the Bad Batch arc, and then it has Siege of Mandalore. I forget whether there's an arc in between those two, but those two arcs, they're great. The Bad Batch is really interesting, and they did a really interesting thing in the final season, which, even though it tied everything up, it still felt like it had that still Clone Wars middle of the series, middle of the series mantra or something. I don't know, but I feel like that was great. I love that they brought Echo back, and then Echo joined the Bad Batch, which was also awesome. And yeah, I feel like that one was really good, but the more focused on one and probably better one is the Siege on Mandalore, which basically brings something that they were building up to for like almost the whole series, maybe half of the series, which was taking back Mandalore. And they did it in a pretty satisfying way. They set up everybody for Rebels, and Well, I mean, it's just awesome. It's very interesting, heartwarming, heartbreaking. I may have even shed a tear watching that finale, which the finale was just it's not. I mean, it's sad, It's sad. It's also sad to see Clone Wars go because I love the show, and that's pretty much all I have to say about Clone Wars. So I expect you guys to have a good day, and I'm out, I guess.